I'm like,
Yes.
really? I'm like, I didn't even know they were that good of friends, to be honest with you.
She said she was like her mother.
I didn't even, and then I guess I also didn't realize, I never realized Sheena and Ariana were such good friends.
That I did. That
You did?
I felt like I knew.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I don't think I knew that. I mean, I thought they were all friends. I just never knew that.
No, I feel like they've been
wow.
close for a really long time, and I feel like I've known that from the show or from reading stuff. So I understand like her closeness, but still, she's still making a ton of money. I mean, by the way, Sheena has also did this with Tom. Like we saw it happen. Like she had him on her podcast to talk about his divorce. Katie was really angry about it.
And Katie her recent thing is, which isn't such a, you're just giving your opinion at this point. I get the sound bites are going to be picked up, but Katie just, blah, blah, blah. She said, beware to Schwartz. Like, if you did this, like if Raquel did this with you, Sandoval would have, like, your best friend in the world would throw you down the river. Mm-hmm. So before you go and be so loyal, but like that's not saying anything. Now they're just giving their opinions, and it's But that's Katie's latest. Like Tom Sandoval would have thrown you.
Do you know when the reunion airs?
No,
okay.
I think I heard like June.
Oh my God,
maybe
June?
May. Yes, we have a long way to go.
They should just release it now. Like
they
should do one a month until the real. June.
I do love the picking back up of the cameras though. I love that.
I do.
I wonder. I think that's gonna be more. I think that's gonna affect reality TV more now. Like I think because they did it on Atlanta too with like Drew and Ralph.
Right. Like
so I think. That's like the world we live in. Like things change so fast. I think you're just gonna have to start picking up cameras.
By the way, if Peacock doesn't do a behind the scenes special with the EP of Vanderpump Rules, like why not? I am putting myself. I will put my yes. You can. I will do it for free. Do you want
to?
Yes,
I. Do you want to host a Vanderpump after show with me?
With the producers?
Let's do it.
Only with the producers and that's it. Like I don't really need the. I don't need the cast. That's not really that interesting to me. I've already heard it 10 times. I want to know what happened. That like where you were, what happened, who did you call? Like I want to know. The logistic. I want to know the messiness.
I want to know why because I mean there are things you watch now. I mean Andy goes on and he's like we didn't re-edit. Mm-hmm. I mean there are things you're just like how is this not re-edited? And just little glances. You're like I don't believe it anymore.
Trust me. The mid-season trailer that they released like 2 weeks ago, I want to interview that editor. Because the way they cut it, they took bites that already existed and made it seem like it was it was brilliant. I think they should win an Academy Award for reality.
Yeah.
They don't have one, but if they did,
that
editor would win it.
What do you think of, Beverly Hills now? No one has a diamond yet, but like we have an appearance by Kim Richards, who I think is actually going to get a diamond.
You think so? She's not going to be friend of?
I don't know. I mean, she is coming on to we have her. Denise is filmed. Camille is filmed.
Yeah. Camille's never getting a diamond again.
You don't think so?
I don't think Andy would do that.
Teddi, I can't believe, I know.
Oh.
No, I'm like not a Teddi fan.
Are you a Teddi stan?
No,
oh, okay. I'm not either.
No, I mean, her and I have had she
I didn't know there's beef.
Well, she likes to say, when I do have people on here that I've interviewed, she'll say, look, I mean, we all know how the business works. There's plenty of things you could run anything without giving credit to someone. Yeah. But there are people way bigger than Teddi that have podcasts that will say this happened on Behind the Velvet Rope. That's really all. But Teddi is so insecure that she will purposely go out of the way to, see, I'm like, when I truly have beef with you, then I don't, then it's the interview's off and it's like, now I'm going to voice my opinion. She'll truly go out of her way to just leave that fact out because she's insecure, which there's no reason for her to be insecure.
No, at all.
You're friends with Kyle, you were a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Just say, this happened on Behind the Velvet Rope. That's just one sentence. Like, it's not going to get me any more listeners. It doesn't really work like that. It's just say it. It's just the principle. It's just the principle.
I'm a principle girl.
So therefore, I'm not such a Teddi fan.
Yeah, I'm not
because she goes out of her way to do this. So
I just think she's boring TV.
Yeah, she is,
and I don't like her wellness thing. I have like a real thing with that. Yeah, it's predatory, and I'm not. And it's not just her. No. I have a thing against all of that entire category of business.
All in.
Yeah, I'm not into it. But
yeah, no, listen, I
don't think they're getting diamonds.
You don't? You think it's all? And we don't even know if Kim, I know, has filmed more than one episode.
Yes.
Because Kim is coming on to kind of avenge the takedown of Kathy Hilton. I mean, I understand. She's probably like, you did this to me, and now you turned on Kathy. But I don't know if we're getting Kathy. I don't know.
I think we'll get pop. I think they're really smart to sprinkle in these people because it makes you watch. Like you're watching for the episode. When did they come on? Are they going to like string it out over a couple of episodes? Like I think it's smart. I love a guest appearance. I mean, sitcoms have done it for years very successfully. It's a strategy. So. I think they're just guest stars
and
on
guess
our
what?
shows.
Nobody is talking about the exit of Lisa Rinna anymore. It's like this is why I never when Bethany was gone, Vanderpump, I really believe Stassi, I believe like the sum of the whole is greater than its parts.
It's great that you think that because they don't.
No, well, and most people don't either. Most people are like, it was never good since Lisa left or Bethany. I mean, we've had bad seasons, but nothing really, like I said last season, my listeners are sick and tired of hearing this, but I said in the second week, I'm like, Lisa's going to be fired, 100%.
1,000%. That had to happen.
Because like we think like producers, like we know it, whether just you can't continue. Same thing with Dorinda that season. She like when you overpower the show, you can't go on. Mm-mm. But now look, it's like Lisa never was there. No one's talking about it anymore.
No one's talking about it. And I think you're right. I mean, I think a lot of times they think that they are the North Star of the show, and the franchise is bigger. Like that world is bigger than you. I mean, I'm sure you're very famous and very successful and very wealthy, and those are wonderful things. But like the show doesn't need you. No. You need the show. It's like the best business advice I was ever given was like wherever you work, fill in the blank. They don't need you. Like they are in the interest of them, not of you. You need to always remember that.
Always. I said that in my next life, which there's no time in this one, I would start a reality TV school and be like, or just for housewives, this is what you do to get on the show. This is what you do your first year.
You should start
and this is said with no arrogance.
It's like a pageant coach, but a reality TV coach.
And this in your fifth, and my number one rule is every day you're filming. Every day, I don't care if you're in your 10th year making over $1 million.
Yep, every day.
You hold up a mirror and you look into it and you say, I am nothing special. I can be replaced today. That is my number one advice. Really. It's like the best.
Everybody's replaceable.
Everyone loses sight of that somehow.
I know. Well, I mean, listen, they get a lot of fame. They make a lot of money. They have fans that are constantly just like pumping them full of hot air. And eventually, like, I mean, they'll find another housewife to be a fan of.
And the fans then will forget about you when they'll still want your picture, when you're in an airport somewhere. But short of that, right?
Yeah, they're forgettable. Everybody's forgettable.
Everyone's
forgettable.
Not
everybody. Not people that are on Becoming an Icon.
Obviously, who do you want? You're gonna have to come back, and I could talk housewives with you for hours.
We didn't even get to talk Hamptons, which is like the second home of the housewives. Well, the New York housewives.
Do you love being in the Hamptons?
I love it so.
Because we both summer in the Hamptons. We decided that we discussed that before we went on air.
Yes.
Which you never meet people in LA that actually are like in the Hamptons.
No, a ton of people in LA have gone to visit and stay with friends, but it's rare that you find somebody else that has a home in the Hamptons and that spends, a nice part of their summer there. It's rare. I mean, obviously I'm a New York transplant. I moved here during the pandemic, so we were never going to give up our house in Montauk. We love it there. It's like our special place, and we love the community, and we just love being out there. So it's fun that you are like not necessarily my neighbor, because Montauk is truly the end of the world.
Everyone thinks Hamptons. I'm like, Sag Harbor to Montauk is like, a good 45 minutes.
I mean, sometimes an hour and 30.
An hour,
like in peak summer, like good luck. It's not happening. But it is so fun, and it's fun to be out there, and you see all the housewives. I mean, how many times do I need to see Ramona downtown Sag Harbor? Like, I just can't. With the clear visor.
Le Bibloquet. You cannot go there without seeing Ramona.
79, what is it, 59 Main?
In South, yes.
In South, yeah. Like
75 Main.
75 Main. I'm not a big Southampton girl.
I'm not really a big Southampton girl either.
Yeah.
I'm Sag first, where I live, and then East probably second.
Okay. Yeah, I would say
the shopping in East is good.
I mean, it's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best. Yeah, for me, obviously Montauk, and if I ever do leave, which is rare, I rarely leave.
I get it, because I have friends in Montauk that
we don't leave.
No, and then we get into they're like, but you never come to see us. I'm like,
it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half away.
But it's the most beautiful piece of
you
the
what just because it's at the end. You love Duryea's. You love Crow's Nest.
I love Crow's Nest.
I know. I have friends that live there. They're like, we're not going to Duryea's ever. It sucks. We're going to Crow's Nest. It's with the real people that live here.
I love Crow's Nest. We also go at 4:45. Like I'm not fucking around with like summer crowds.
No.
Like I'm not playing with you. Like we're not pretending that we like all live here. Like,
No.
we live here. We pay taxes. We support the library. Like, we support our
I'm
community
ready to
shelters.
I'm ready to go out at 5, have my first drink at 5:05.